Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
A seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. Oh, some astute defending there. Ah, good steal, he just read it. He has found the way through. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Manchester United have the chance to go just about within shooting range. That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Taken back almost at once. Now that looks a decent ball. That's a shade optimistic. Vieira cannot be beaten that easily. Vieira makes a dash for it. Short changes him with that pass. Tries to pass it through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Can he get it through? Now it's Lampard. Looking to play him in. Stam gets across to intercept that. And it's Lampard. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off. Goes for the shot! Now who's going to be first? Tries a shot! If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Always onto this. And this is Ronaldo. Just a keeper in his way. Lampard, a player who needs no introduction. That looks a good ball through. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Yamal. He's found a way through. Yamal! And the keeper could only will that wide of the post.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one. Manchester United have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Beckham, nicely spread. And it's Sneijder. And this is Puskás. Gerrard. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, that's well spotted. Now, can they get him away? It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Cuba have their second corner now. And the keeper beats it away. Hangs one in. Terrific effort! And now a sudden chance to counter. Played into space. Kimmich. Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. Nicely weighted ball. Beckham. Kimmich is always scanning the pitch for targets. And the pass is intercepted. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And this is Puskás. Puskás was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
No way through. Looking for options for movement. Looking for a runner. Pass somewhat off target. That's an excellent interception. Now it's Neymar. That pass has been well intercepted.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Sneijder. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And that's definitely not his best. Lampard. Not the most accurate pass. And this is Ronaldo. A probing pass. Yamal. It's a goal kick.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Ronaldo is flagged offside. He's not got that quite right. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Please turn your attention to the screen.
The midway point of the game.
What a pleasant surprise to see how open this game is turning into. Just wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Substitution.
So let's get the ball rolling. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now that's well seen too. Cuba do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Ball in towards the middle. Pull it. Oh, some tackle that. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Best. It's played through for him. Kimmich makes the interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Cuba clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Serginho's cross.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the...
Oh, that's ambitious. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
Substitution in progress.
Cuba can make their change now with a break in play. Bale joining us now, a player, of course, who needs no introduction.
Well, I find it a little surprising he was on the bench to start with, Peter, but listen, I'm still excited to see him in action.
And still, we await the first breakthrough. Strong running down that left flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Impressive jump. That has not gone well. He's had a shot! And it's in! The first significant strike. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Manchester United have penetrated for the first time.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
It's a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Saliba. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
And here's Gerrard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's a good run down the left. And that is out of play. He is through here. And this is no chance to shoot. Oh, the ball. He'll try from distance. Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Spread it left. Neymar getting forward. He's going all the way. And it's Gerrard. Goes for goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And this is... and he shoots! Oh, easy pickings there. Neymar. Lovely feet. Looking for the run. Aimed beyond the defence. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, important interception. Cuba very much running into the last chance saloon.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Neymar finding himself in space. Well read, and the danger is averted. The message is clear, none shall pass. Neymar, Lampard, Serginho picks it up now. He's having a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Beckham, the regular corner taker. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. So, third corner of the game. Nicely aimed pass.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
There will be
No way through. He's going for goal! And he's really put himself on the line here. So their fourth corner of the game. There's the shot! It's a pretty loose pass. Real chance! Oh, and the referee says that is it. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Parking in the area around the stadium is
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Cuba really couldn't get going in the first half, and it has to be said, with no marked improvement after the break, I thought it was going to be a matter of time before they got caught out eventually, and it turned out to be that way for them, sadly.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things already rolling. Well, plenty has been said and written about Steven Gerrard's many talents, but if you had to pick out one strength in particular, Jim, what would that be?
His never-say-die leadership, something that's shone through in so many crucial moments.
And it's about more than just the critical goals he's scored down the years.
It's about having the strength to keep going no matter what, and the ability to inspire your teammates to do the same.
He's looking wide. Oh, some astute defending there. So, what can they make of this? Foot in. Spread out to the left. Schneider.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Nicely spread. Lampard. Nicely. And he shoots! Shifted it to the flank. Schneider knocks it into space. Del Piero! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Zielinski. Vinicius Junior. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow. Gullit bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Camavinga. Played out to the left flank. Still goalless at the moment. And Koundé. Yamal. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Crosses it in. When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Vieira. And it's Schneider. Koundé. Gerrard. And it's Koundé. Pacho. That has been slung wide. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Schneider. Del Piero over to the right flank. Gullit going forward. And there's the shot! Zielinski. To Gerrard. Zielinski. That's going wide left. And it's Serginho. And it's Camavinga. Passing is crisp and sharp. Played back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Well, there's the clearance. Lampard. Adriano. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Zielinski, that's destined for the flank. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Serginho has it in a wide position. And it's Camavinga. Schneider. Del Piero. Now it's Del Piero. Tries to thread one through.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Koundé, that's a sharp pass. Now it's Del Piero. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And that signals the end of the first period. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
And a quick reminder today.
What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field.
So the action resumes. So the first half brought no goals. Takes aim and crosses. It's a pretty loose pass. And this is Adriano. Koundé. It's Camavinga. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Gerrard. Can he get away here? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Gerrard, some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Lampard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Great vision. Serginho. Zielinski, spread it left. And it's Gerrard. Oh, good spread. Yamal has the space to scheme. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Vieira is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Aimed beyond the defence. That's very neat.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Gently done. Zielinski. And still we await the first breakthrough. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Del Piero.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
It's a searching pass. Gerrard is there and he can get that clear. Borussia Dortmund do have a chance to counter here. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Schneider. Schneider will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Ferran Torres. Oh, that's well spotted. Vieira. Thuram. Zielinski. Now it's Del Piero. Schneider. Bullet. And here's Lampard. And this is Del Piero. Lovely feet. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, outsmarting him this time. And it's Del Piero. Zielinski. And it's Camavinga. Gerrard.
Borussia Dortmund clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Has a look and place it forward. Vieira. Hullet. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And it's Schneider. And it's Hullet. That's an imaginative pass. And Del Piero! Koundé.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Schneider. Lampard. Del Piero. He's a sharp little ball here. Zielinski. And it's Camavinga. He's in a great position here. Adriano.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Substitution for Borussia
There is
Dortmund.
some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Number 15, Hazard.
And it's Hazard.
Number 21,
Can he get on the end of this?
Shevchenko.
And there goes the final whistle. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Hello everybody, and please join me in wishing a happy wedding anniversary for one of our fan club members.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling. He shifted it to the flank. And here's Ferran Torres. That's tidy. Neymar.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Adriano. Neatly clipped into space. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, the contribution from this guy, Fermin Lopez, will be key again. He's got the perfect fusion of energy and good vision. So he's going to be busy skittling around the field, both on and off the ball, looking for any space he can exploit. His game is full of devilment. He's a mischief maker.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Neymar is in a really good position out wide. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. He has found the way through. Ball in towards the middle. Defending of the desperate variety.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Neymar clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Vieira is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender, and he's worked it through. He's having a shot! Oh, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Bullet really had a decent crack at that. It was a full-blooded effort.
Still goalless. Vardiol. That's going right the way across. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Played out wide. Costa Curta. Adriano, renowned for his long-range shooting. Now it's Del Piero. Now it's Hullet. Aims beyond the chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Cleared away. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Casemiro. And Gvardiol. Neymar. Lampard. And it's Schneider. Well, he's not going to get any further than that. Over to the right flank. Yamal powering forward here. Adriano. Neymar. And Gvardiol. And here's Ferran Torres. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He won't be happy with that one. Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, some astute defending there. Alexander-Arnold defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. And Hullet!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Lopez. Gvardiol. And it's Neymar. Gvardiol. Solid defending, refused to be out-muscled. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well read, nice interception. So a temporary halt to the action. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point.
Cuba certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Los jugadores están entrando al campo de juego.
Down to business again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Adriano. And this is Del Piero. Now it's Gullit. Nicely weighted ball. Vardiol. Fermin. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Now it's Yamal. He's picked his way through. Now what about... He's rising! That's a decent clearance. Gullit. It's a pretty loose pass. He's looking wide. Now that looks a decent ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Neymar. Yamal. And it's Neymar. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Adriano! They've got to be quick to recover this. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Ferran Torres. That's good play. Gullit did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Knocks it into space. No, that's been intercepted. Looking for the run. Gullit being hunted in packs.
Yeah, it's his reading of the game that seems to keep him a step ahead of everyone else, but he's about to face greater pressure now.
Now it's Del Piero. Neymar. Ferran Torres. Can he get it through? Can he get onto this? Van Dijk. And Alexander-Arnold. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. That has not gone well. Van Dijk. Fermin. And here's Del Piero. And this is Gullit. Neymar. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Mbappe. Stood up well to him there. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Cuba clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That has ended up in no man's land. Pacho. Yamal. What a throw in. Milan choosing to make the first change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And this is Adriano. And here's Del Piero. Adriano.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Lopez. It's a loose ball.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Not the most accurate pass. Guardiola. And it's Lopez. Just 5 minutes left. And this is Del Piero. That's a nicely shaped ball. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Vermeer. Van Dijk. This is a promising build-up.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Vieira gets a foot in and wins the ball. That is good alertness. And that will be it. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Cuba can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Señoras y señores, en la pantalla se mostrará un boletín informativo del departamento.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. It is quite a scene here in this Grand Coliseum, bearing the name of the former president of its illustrious occupants, Estadio Antonio Vespuccio Liberti. But of course we know it much better as the Mas Monumental. So it's away we go then. Molina has been included in the starting lineup. Does he have a key role to play here, Jim?
Well, this is a guy who can run and run for 90 minutes or more if needs be. He's very solid in defence and he can really get his team going on the counter too. I think the manager's made a very good choice in bringing him in. This is smart recruitment.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And this is Batistuta. Cruyff. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Costa Curta carries the ball down the right. Now, can they get him away? Short changes him with that pass. Adams. And it's Thiago. Costa Curta. That's Rijkaard. And it's Cruyff. Quality ball. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. No, that's been intercepted. Lampard. Can he get on the end of this? Spread neatly. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Lampard. Hernandez finding himself in space. That could spell trouble. That's an imaginative pass. That has been cut short. Lampard. And he's quick to return it. Cruyff. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Argentina really could have done without this. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. So this the chance to fire his team in front. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, that wasn't far away. Not the most accurate pass. That has not gone well. That has ended up in no man's land. That is good alertness. Ambitious ball here.
Spain couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Costa Curta. Argentina still without a single shot on target. Rijkaard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And it's Cruyff. Tries to play it through. Martinez. He's shifting through the gears here. Martinez couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Now it's Cruyff.
That's good play from him.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Thiago to towering header. Goal, Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Spain are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game.
Oh, shooting chance! And that's a sharp finish. They are purring, truly purring. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And this is Ibrahimovic. He's found a way through. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
And Cruyff! Oh! Fantastic! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they're threatening to fly away here. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting it.
He's had a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And the pass is intercepted. Now that looks a decent ball. And that's another good win of the ball. Looking to play him in. Threads one in. Thiago. And he's been shifted off it. Cruyff. And he's well positioned here. Big chance! Goal! Again in a trice, and they are soaring!
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Spain are having a ball here. Well, it's Batistuta. Thiago. And this is Batistuta. Lampard. Hernandez. Rijkaard. Costa Curta. And it's Rijkaard. Ibrahimovic is onto this. Paredes. That's the end of the first 45. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 10, Messi.
Gets us
Número
going once more.
23, número 8.
Argentina changed their lineup for the second half. A reaction, no doubt, to the half-time score.
Número 9, número 20.
Thiago
Número 19.
tries to pass it through, and he's had it nicked away. Cruyff, and this is Cruyff, delivered in. Defending was strong and firm. Lovely ball and a real chance, and a chance! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Now he's got space here. Martinez gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Argentina come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Hernandez. Lampard. Now it's Cruyff. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Lampard.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Argentina needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Hernandez. Argentina still have the cards to affect this game. And it's made its way to him. That's a shade optimistic. Maradona looking understandably energised after his goal. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Costa Curta.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Maradona played out towards the right wing. And this is Cruyff. Cruyff unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, that's well spotted. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Foot in. And this is Ronaldo. Thiago.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Romero promptly onto that, and that is that. Pepe makes the interception. Pass somewhat off target. Looking for options for movement. It's gone for a throw-in. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Senesi gets a foot in here. Pepe kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Hernandez.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Great vision. It's a pretty loose pass. Fernandez does really well to win the ball there. Cristiano. And the shot! And that's a good finish. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Número 7.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. And this is Cruyff. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Nicely weighted ball. Looking for the run. He's through here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Best. And it's Maradona. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Thiago was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That has not gone well. He's a sharp little ball here. Good read, needed to be. Thiago. Can he get it through? And that pass just didn't quite work. So just one extra minute for stoppages. Well timed, excellent interception. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proved positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
That has not gone well. And here's Keane. Keane. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Napoli clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Shevchenko. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Pass somewhat off target. Long ball by the goalkeeper. That is ended up in no man's land. Neither side especially adventurous early on. And he was quick to react. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ribéry. Can he get it through? No, it's come to nothing. Zielinski. Ambitious ball here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. First quarter of an hour gone. Ederson looking to receive it in space. And now the breakaway.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
He's in a great position. Good chance here. Just off target.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Still goalless. Zielinski. Oh, just skips past his man. Now, can they get him away? Lofted. Oh, good climb. Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Now it's Çalhanoğlu. Zielinski. He's got away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Çalhanoğlu is eyeing up his options in the middle. They're taking a moment to consider their options. He's being urged to shoot. No way through, so back it comes. Del Piero is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And it's Del Piero. It's a pretty loose pass. Ederson. McTominay. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That's a lovely, neat pass. Bullet. And he's worked it through. Good take, and is he in? Shevchenko unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Çalhanoğlu. This looks promising. Looking for the run. Oh, that's a key interception. Not the most accurate pass. Thuram. And he welcomes it in. And the ball's gone astray. Cleared away. And it's Hullet. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. McTominay. Çalhanoğlu. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Keane. Keane stood his ground strongly. Zielinski. Threads one in. Taken back almost at once. He's on it, can he get away? And that'll be a goal kick. And that is the end of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, there's one standout, Peter, that needs improving, and that's the passing. All too often it's been found wanting, you know, much to the frustration of everyone around, and I'd go so far as to say that it's the biggest contributor as to why we have the scoreline we do.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Cambio di giocatori.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And he's managed to get free. Hullet. Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Thuram.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Milan with the corner, they're first. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And now they can spring out of defence. He has found the way through. Ribéry was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
And here's Ribéry. And it's Ribéry. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And that's been won straight back. And if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Cannavaro robs him of possession. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's a fine interception.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.607 spettatori.
And claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Keane. Looking to play him in. McTominay. Now it's Keane. Now it's Zielinski. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, that was vital.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
Attenzione, un cambio.
And that's another throw. That's the keeper's ball. Well, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment. He is through here. Platini providing an outlet on that flank. No, couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Milan have their second corner now. And a header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Great vision. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it.
Milan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. He's a sharp little ball here. It's a promising position. No, didn't quite have the weight on it.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Batistuta looking for options for movement. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Nesta spots it and intercepts. Milan have reclaimed it.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Hernandez. And it's Ribery. Strong running down that left flank. Now that looks a decent ball. That's an imaginative pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he finish? Oh, that could be pivotal! Mass euphoria! Ecstasy! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Milan look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now?
Oh, they could be caught out here. Platini! It's a goal! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Changes him with that pass. And here's Keane. Batistuta. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Batistuta. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, good spread. Seedorf. And we're done. Milan have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Milan can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Gli addetti alla sicurezza di tutti i settori sono pregati di recarsi nell'area dello staff.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any
ชม
minute.
ชมแล้วภาพชัดกดไลค์ให้ผมหน่อยนะครับ
It is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. Looking for a runner. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. No, he refuses to take the bait. Martinez. Pass somewhat off target. Vermin. And it's Cancelo. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Batistuta. Martinez. It's a good ball out wide. And Shufati. It's Pedri. Played out towards the right wing. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Fati looking to receive it in space. Can he stop it going out? Oh, what has happened here? Corner then. Yamal goes short, looking to play him in. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, good effort! No, not the best of headers. Paredes. And it's Fernandez. Now it's Martinez. Argentina are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Threads one in. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Paredes. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely spread. Romero kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Fernandez.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Over to the right flank. Yamal receives it in a wide position. Romero. Argentina are looking to break at pace. And here's Suarez. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Yamal. Gives it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Batistuta. Now it's Martinez.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And the return pass. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Batistuta. And here's Lautaro Martinez! And Shufati.
Barcelona really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Messi. Fernandez. And it's Molina. And it's Fernandez. Now this could be a chance. Batistuta. This looks promising. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Oh, good climb. And oh, he's got that completely wrong. João Cancelo. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Fernandes calmly anticipates. Paredes. Now it's Batistuta. Pedri. Fermin. Martinez. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Deflected behind for a corner kick. And he gets rid in a hurry. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And Martinez! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Christensen. Played out to the left flank. To Ansu Fati. Fernandes does well not to... And we've reached half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. And we are up to the break.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So let's get the ball rolling.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Shoots! Yamal. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Good ball, that too.
Now he's got space here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That is good strength. Martinez deals with that nice and simple. Now that's well seen too. Pedri, but he's forced to go back. João Cancelo. That's a lovely, neat pass. And here's Ansu Fati. Has to go back here. João, great chance! Referee's had a good look and given a corner. They've played it short. Elects to cross. Cleared without hesitation. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ansu Fati. Martinez gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Ansu Fati. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Messi. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Now it's Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He shifted it to the flank. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Played into the box. Medina is there, and he can get that clear. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Martinez. Now it's Fernandez. He's got away. Plays a sharp little ball here. That's good play. Real chance! It's a goal! So that goal then?
Yeah, I think it was going to take something very special if the keeper were to get down and claw that out, Peter. It's a quality goal.
Gol de Argentina. Marcó en el minuto 67 el dorsal 23.
Argentina have taken the lead.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Spread out to the left.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Fermin! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Kubasi wins the duel this time. And Ansu Fati. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
And he's worked it through. Now this could be a chance.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Martinez being watched hawkishly here.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater.
Gets his head on it! McAllister is flagged offside. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 17, el dorsal 21, Neymar.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Neither of these two want to come off second best. João Cancelo. That pass has been well intercepted. And he's intervened well there. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Molina spots it and intercepts.
Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Tries to pass it through. Neymar gets into a good position. Lovely feet. Can he get on the end of this? Referee's given a throw. Barcelona have opted to make another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now the delivery. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
Yeah, the opposition have to come and...
So that's it. It is all over. Argentina have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Martinez, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Argentina clearly weren't looking to win it this way. There's no doubt about that. Still, you have to credit them for their ability to dig deep, to show good mental strength and to find that extra gear when it mattered.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, you can feel the blue touch paper has been well and truly lit here. Everyone expects, in one of the greatest amphitheatres in this part of the world, the Estadio Mas Monumental. So we're very much on the way now. Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, the idea was a good one, the execution of it not quite so. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! He's got away with one there. Played into space. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Seedorf. Nice sequence of passes, this. Oh, good-looking ball. Argentina can break now. Taken back almost at once. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And this is Ronaldo. There's the shot! He scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
I doubt very much that this was... And Hullet! Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That has not gone well. Hullet. Hazard. And he has been fouled there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Roberto Carlos with a real chance here.
The keeper is ultra busy in trying to just get everything in order.
Roberto Carlos! Decent hit from there. Stood up well to him there. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Saviola. Saviola unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And a chance! And that is wildly off target.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
It's a pretty loose pass. It's a searching pass. Threads one in. Great vision. Well, played right into his path. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Argentina clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Looking for options for movement. Rafael Varane. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Driving on and making good progress. Pullet cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Garcia claims comfortable. Now, can they get him away? Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Argentina clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
The message is clear. None shall... And Pullet! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Pullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Argentina are looking to go forward now. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. And this is Saviola. Nice looking ball. Well read, nice interception.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Seedorf conjures time and space where few can. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance for a shot! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
He's rising! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And now they can spring out of defence. Great defending, strong and determined. Pullet. And they can counter here. He's a sharp little ball here. And it's Roberto Carlos. No way through. That's the end of the first 45. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Argentina are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good.
Se está realizando un cambio.
Gets us going once more. Argentina leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Now he's got space here. And that has put paid to that. And this is Schneider. Xavi Alonso. That's a sharp pass. Can he get it through? He's been caught on it here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's come to nothing.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Bullet. Stam kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Hazard. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Hazard. Schneider. Not the most accurate pass. Varane kept his eye on it, and he's there. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Ball swung in.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Fue de 61.052.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We are just getting started. In again. Schmeichel claims it without any fuss. Over to the right flank. Beckham providing an outlet on that flank. Luis Suarez. And it's a corner. Llorente is there, and he can get that clear. And it's Luis Suarez. That's a delicate pass. Adriano gets flagged offside. Now it's Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Deco. This is promising. Deco will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim, so how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate.
Oh, good effort! In once more. And that should get the job done. Now it's Haaland. And it's Messi. He's looking wide. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Chouameni. So we're still where we started right now. Oosterwolde. Barcelona are a team that's fond of a low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Oosterwolde stood his ground. Great chance! Goal! Barcelona! And we have liftoff! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Messi! Messi! Messi!
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Always onto this. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And he's there to clear it. Costa Curta making good progress on the right-hand side. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nicely aimed pass. He's in a great position. Haaland! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Vieira.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Messi. Deco, never out of the action for very long. Now, goes for a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And that's in! They are purring, truly purring! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Deco. Haaland. And it's Beckham. Adriano. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Messi. And it's Oosterwolde. Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Luis Suarez. Messi. Some front-footed pressing going on here. It's a searching pass. Can he get onto this? And he cuts out the supply. Stam. Ball played for Nesta. Thuram. That's a throw. Beckham wins the duel this time. Vieira. Looking for the run. Now this could be a chance. It's Adriano! Adriano! What a goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And on the stroke of half-time, a priceless goal. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Costa Curta kept his eye on it. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So the action resumes.
Argentina really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Llorente, and it's Chouameni. Now it's Hazard. Beckham. And it's Luis Suarez. Chouameni. Very nicely done. Good spot, that. Quality ball. Adriano. And that is well cleared.
Might want to be careful there.
Vieira. He shifted it to the flank. And it's played. Terrific effort! And yes, it's there! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
En el minuto 53, el dorsal 23.
Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Thuram.
Argentina have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
Vieira. And he's forced to go back. Gerrard looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
Chouameni. Now it's Haaland. And this is Messi. Vieira. Luis Suarez. Adriano has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his own personal target now. As long as he keeps working for his team, he should be fine.
Vieira has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. It's a really well-measured ball. Beckham finding himself in space. And the finish! Oh, great low ball in.
Oh, he may have snatched at that, Peter. The ball came in at a pace, and at a good height too. He only needed to redirect it.
He's had it nicked away. Nesta. And it's Beckham. And here's Suarez. That is ended up in no man's land. Llorente. Yamal, the puppet master, looking to pull the strings. Pull it. That has not gone well. Yamal. Gullit, who has set up 2 goals. He's a sharp little ball here, and he's certainly onside here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Thuram. Gullit. Haaland, the most accurate pass. All the way back. And he's gone looking for safety. Deco. Can he get it through? Thuram makes the interception.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
That's been cut out, well played. Yamal. And it's Messi. Now it's Haaland. Distributed tidily. Llorente has it in a wide position. Oh, great header! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front! Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
Well, it's very well played because it's so easy to get those wrong.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Barcelona have their lead.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Messi. Deco. Spread to the right.
Barcelona can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Deco. That's really well manoeuvred. Lovely feet.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
2 minutes to be added on. Adriano, it's played through for him. Gullit has the space to scheme. And time is up. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport.